Oh, Lord. Okay. Okay. Hi, my name is Ashley Johnson, and today we are thrifting in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. All right, so the reason why I really enjoy thrifting and antiquing is because I'm a culinary producer. It's one of the many things that I do. And what I usually do on shoots is do the styling. So that means going into places like antique malls, thrift shops to find some items with a little bit of texture, a little bit of soul to make our dishes come to life. And so today we're gonna go into Lost in Time and see what we can find. This is a booth style antique mall. So each particular booth has set themselves up in a different way, and I've got a couple of favorites. So I'm going to show you some of mine, but also just kind of walk through. So let's hang out. I like this place because it's got a bit of organization to it. Definitely always a handbag person. I'm always going to stop for a good handbag. Some things I do like finding too are like old Winston-Salem things, like a church plate. Commemorative plates are like really cool, and I like when different churches do them. Similar to like church cookbooks, and I don't know if you guys are familiar, but a church cookbook will have these really, you know, simple but affordable bindings. But a church cookbook is usually just like this amalgamation of recipes from elders in the church. They usually look similar to this, just words only, but it's got this very textural, like Baptist church style feel. Ooh, perfect. Literally, for the Moravian church, a church cookbook. Wow, what are the odds? What are the odds? 1978, this cookbook came out. It's like a tiny archive of things that you'll find like at a church social. Meatloaf recipe. Yeah, we're gonna get this. Also this. Where else are you gonna find a marble lamp? The antique store, that's where. Oh my gosh. I am obsessed with keys. Skeleton keys. Obsessed. You remember that movie Indian in the Cupboard? That was me as a kid, like always wanting to find treasures or unlock something or find some key to open up something that would take me to some other world. I used to wear an old key around my wrist for years. It was my great grandma's key to her bureau. Let's keep hunting. So what I'm hoping to find today is maybe some sort of vessel to put flowers in, like a low, wide bowl. Ooh, look at these. I like these. I'm just gonna kind of like lay these out so I can see what they may look like on a table. What do you think? I'm into it. I like all the texture. I think we're gonna get these. Ooh, we have more recipe books. Oh, nice. Charleston receipts collected by the Junior League of Charleston. 1950, America's oldest living Junior League cookbook. That's really cool. Low country specialties such as she crab soup, hunganoit, torte, and spoon bread. Oh, this is cool because it includes Gullah Geechee culture. So it's got this really, really rich history. Oh man, this is good. So we've got crisp waffles, eggless waffles, griddle cakes. Oh my gosh. Liquor pudding. This is also the thing that I really love about these sort of community published cookbooks. I don't know who Miss W. Lucas Simmons is, but her sauce has her name on it fully. It's very personable, and that's what I love about these. So when I did my first cookbook, I came to this booth because it was all about like country cooking and barbecue. And so I wanted all of these country textures in the photos. And I came here for bowls, like dough bowls and just anything that would look good with like beans all in it. Most of the time a project has a kind of creative direction around it, and mostly what I'm trying to do is serve that direction, whether it's through texture or different items. But mostly if I'm working on like books that have a little bit of home cooking feeling, like these are the types of textures and things I look for. Oh my God, little things. So I have a little mouse in my kitchen, but not like a real mouse, like a mouse that I'm like building a little house for. How cute would it be if she had this like 4-post bed? Does my mouse need an armoire? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I love finding old toys. Yo, I really wish that I had a house phone. I really want a house phone. I know we're past it as a community, but like, I really just want to run to my house phone when somebody calls, just like, hello. I'm gonna give my mom my number because she's the person that calls the most. She'll call me like 20 times a day and I'll get all my use out of my house phone. My landline. It's really cool. I think this would make a really good low, wide sort of bowl for styling and arrangement. I think we're gonna get this. I like it. Let me tell you, here's a secret, y'all. I'm gonna become one of those people that has a giant Christmas village in their house, because every year I collect like 1 or 2 until I've made this massive like installation in my house every year. And I'm gonna be one of those really intense people that has like a train running through their house on Christmas, just with all this stuff lit up. I'm ready for that for me. I love that for myself. It was found in a barn. I wonder who's gonna come here and be like, that's it, I've been looking for this. I'm still hunting for my Winston-Salem plate. I've been adding more things in my house that commemorate or just like, I don't know, represent my pride in Winston-Salem, because I do love living here. So I want more items that speak to that. But I don't know, I want something I can put on the wall. That'd be nice. Ooh, we have stumbled upon some cast iron. Not just any cast iron. Griswold cast iron, like the Cadillac of cast iron. Not that I need any more cast iron. I think there's only one piece of cast iron that I want, and it's like the giant, like fryer, so I can fry chicken like a cowboy. Whoa, what's this? What is this? Whoa. I don't know what that is, but it was exciting. What do we have here? Some church plates. I found a church plate, but I did not find any Winston-Salem churches. But I do have a Pilot Mountain plate, and that is Winston-Salem. Like, you can kind of see the top of Pilot Mountain from so many different places here in Winston. The drive to my grandma's house is on this like hill on the highway, and when you're on the top you can see Pilot Mountain in the distance, but it's like the most beautiful height. I don't know, I might do, if I can't find a church plate, I might do the Pilot Mountain plate. Oh, this is perfect. Made in 1995. That's so cool. I wonder if there's some more in here. Ah, man, this is the church plate gold mine, Walltown Baptist. I grew up on that side of town, like Walltown Street. I'm trying to think which one I like on my wall. I think we're gonna go Pilot Mountain plate. I like it. All right, so next up we are going to Cookies. It's one of my favorite places to go for antique silverware, knives, forks, and other cutlery, all sorts of bits and bobs. And it's really interesting in there because there's really no space to move around, so you have to work for it. This is Cookie. Here she comes. Hello. The one thing I love about Cookie Shop is that it's like a 1-lane highway, right? Where everything is all over the place, but everywhere you look is something to look at. It's almost like you can't get it in your eyes. But everywhere that you look across here, it's like little treasure troves or pockets of stuff. So whenever I'm looking for like silverware or just things to go on a table, like you'll find it in interesting places like this. So like I need cheese knives, so this is actually perfect. Like as soon as I walk in, I find what I'm looking for. What Cookie specializes in is American made stuff. So you can tell that like her stuff is well sourced. Cool thing about Cookies too is that you don't have to buy all of what's bundled. You can kind of haggle and work with her on that. So there's some spoons that are over in that back corner that I've been trying to get for like a year, but it's okay. Ooh, that's nice. So whenever I'm like styling recipes, I just love like really beautiful shapes like these with a little bit of patina, like a little bit of character. Ooh, ooh. Oyster forks. These are perfect for styling. They're all different. Okay, let's keep wandering. Grab my things. Okay. There's also like really cool, large pieces of art that shift around a little bit. And I wonder what the story is about this guy. Looks like something that would have been in my mom's house, like that and like The Last Supper. I wasn't ready for that. This, oh my gosh. Like I feel like everybody has had, or everybody's grandma has had a set of these Corel plates in their house. It's like an iconic like weekend at grandma's plate. And my house is full of like single plates. So when we're working on cookbooks, you just need like to pair the food with its perfect mate. Oh my gosh, look at these tiny little things. Imagine if my little mouse had these like rolling pins. Oh my God, it says flour. Get out of here. Tiny things, my favorite thing. You know, how many spoons can one person have? The limit does not exist. Does not exist. I like that. That would look really beautiful on camera. What do y'all think? Do I need more spoons? I don't, but I also do. All right, y'all, Cookie never lets anybody back here, and it's usually roped off, so we're getting like the Cookie exclusive. Where did Cookie get a public library sign? Look at all these rolling pins. A barrel of rolling pins. We got Mickey in a suit. I do love a cute little handbag. This is for my homestead. I go outside and make coffee for my family with this. Cast iron. All of this is like good cast iron, like easily restorable cast iron. Rust is okay. I can deal with a little rust and we can get that off easy. But like what I look for is like concave or convex warping. So if you can sit it on a flat surface and there's no spinning, like meaning it's not warped down toward the bottom, you're pretty good and you'll have a really nice even cook. Like even something like this, easy to restore. Another really easy way to kind of get this stuff that's really cooked on is running it through an oven cleaning cycle, which if you've got kids and like animals at home, be really careful, or try to do it when they're out of the house, but like putting a pan underneath in the oven, it will knock all this stuff right off. I love cast iron. I can't like bring any more home because that would be, I might need these though. I might need these, hold on. I do see that this has a little, yeah. So that's what I'm talking about, specifically on cast iron. If it does that easy sort of spin, there's some warping and you can, you know, kind of know that it's not gonna cook as evenly, but I would just like put butter on the grill and something like this. But yeah, all of this stuff really good. And I bet you can probably haggle with Cookie too. She'd give them to you for a good price. I like this basket. I wonder if she'd sell it to me. More serverware down here. Pie servers and salad forks and everything you want, but just not in the same place. But that's part of the hunt, right? Cookie, are you selling this basket?
All right, what have you got? Anyway, you need this to carry around with you, so if you get overheated,
I am overheated
from all my wonderful things.
Yeah, so I wanted to see if this was for sale.
Yeah, but it's $65.
The basket?
Yeah, it's handmade, honey.
I know, Cookie. Okay, not the basket, but I've got some spoons, a pie server, lots of cute little forks.
Yeah, those are like maybe olive forks. This is usually olive forks, the longer ones. Okay, what else?
Oh, let me ask you about these. I don't want to get them all. Is it okay to get only 5 of them?
Well, these are plated. These are like 1930s.
Okay.
And they're $3 each.
Okay.
So that's up to you.
Can I get 5?
You can.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay, let Mama sit down. Is this it?
That's it.
No blanket, no nothing?
No blanket, no nothing.
Okay, all this is going to cost you $50.
Okay.
And you can have the fan. Take the
You
fan
sure?
home.
Okay.
And when you're thinking of me, go, uh-oh, I'm having a hot flash.
Okay, I got you. This actually really did come in handy.
That's me right there with my legs in the air. See how beautiful I am?
How old were you in that photo?
That's not me, silly.
I know.
This is me here, with Marilyn, out in front of the shop, back when I first opened.
What year did you open?
79. Moved in here in 78. So, like 40-something years. And this is my hero, Superman, because he comes and flies in and takes me for a ride once in a while. This was my last career. I had to give it up. But they did make me quite a bit of money. Crazy.
So we're in Greensboro, North Carolina, about 30 minutes up the road here, and we're at Reconsidered Goods, which is this really, really cool space. So we're gonna go in and see what they have for us today. Hi, how are you? I'm Ashley.
Hey Ashley, how are you? I'm Katina. Welcome
Nice
to
to
Reconsider
meet you.
Goods.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited for today. I would love to hear from you what Reconsidered Goods is. It's like part thrift store, part craft store.
Well, it's kind of all of that. It's we call it a creative reuse center. So we take in donated goods and we give them a new life. And our motto is that nothing gets thrown away or only used once. It just gets reused again and again.
Love that. Love that. So I also see your mission up here, which has a bit of information about environmental awareness.
Well, we're here for the betterment of the community. And so what we do is take in donated goods and we resell them because they have another life. And we're also about creative expression. So finding a different way to use something. So that's why we say environmental awareness and creative expression through the arts and education.
Yeah, and I guess that's why there's like a barrel of corks, which I see over here, or just like bulk items of really interesting objects. So I am building this really interesting mask made up of things or just items of all the same color. So I don't know what color I'm looking for today. Something is telling me red.
Yeah, you came to the right place. You want to get a shopping cart?
Yes, let's get a cart. Let's get a cart. I like this crocheted cart. I like that. Okay, so where should we start?
Well, let's start here. This is Fill a Bucket, and these are just all kinds of odds and ends that we get into the store. Half a bucket is $2, a full bucket is $4, and you never know what you'll find.
These are literally just tops.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So how do you kind of grab these things? Is it that you start collecting them throughout your donations, or is it that someone comes in and they're like, we have the perfect place for like 1,500 National Geographic magazines. It's
sometimes that happens. Sometimes somebody has a collection that they don't want anymore, or somebody has been collecting something and realizes I really don't need this, and so we may get like a whole barrel full of tops. I mean, sometimes things like shoulder pads, where people don't really wear shoulder pads much anymore, but they can be reused in different ways.
For like corners or samples for frames.
Samples for frames, all kinds of ephemera, old ribbons that people get.
Love that.
Can be reused. Even knitting projects that haven't been finished.
Nice.
This is one of my favorite puzzle pieces. You can make jewelry out of them. You make great earrings and necklaces really cool. And so forth.
Maybe I can find some red puzzle pieces.
Here's one.
Ooh, yeah. All right, we're gonna get a couple of red puzzle pieces.
I'll get you a bucket. We bring in about 12 tons of material every month that we divert out of landfills and put here in our store.
So you got a pretty good cycle of people
yes,
coming through.
If we don't keep it moving, it could really get crazy.
Well, the thing that I've liked is that you have this almost like merchandised space or like installations made out of cool things.
We take it really seriously when people donate things to us, and so the way we display things is really important to us because we want people to realize that we're thankful that they are not just throwing it away, and we're going to give it a place of honor.
Yeah, I love that.
So media section. Now here's, well, coming from Winston, you must know what an Artomat is.
I do.
Yes, it's a really big draw. People come here for that, definitely.
Yeah, so the Artomat is basically old cigarette machines that have cigarette-sized packs of art in them, and it's curated per artist. I love it. So tell us about this space back here.
So this is called Make and Take. Folks can come, it's $6, and you can just use any of the stuff we have here and spend as much time as you want just making things. Families come, kids come, multi-generations come, and then just sit here and make. We're really known for our fabric section.
I'm gonna see if I can find some red fabric over here.
Well, you got a ton to choose from here. You got your maroons, you got your light red, your rosés.
So wait, what are these? Are these?
So these, well, this one is, these are for single knitting needles because they're all the single ladies. And then these are pairs, and there's all different sizes. We have crochet hooks, and then we have this whole section over here in case you need a certain button. You might find it in this big thing
I
of
need
buttons.
some red buttons.
All right, well, you got lots of red buttons.
I think we got some good ones.
Oh, you did better than I did.
No, listen, it's because I'm
That's
tall.
not really. Is that what it is? And your point is?
I can see down. I can see the whole thing. Oh, do I get a button bag?
You get a button bag here.
Boop, button bag.
This is all scrapbooking, paper, beads,
We'll definitely need some red beads.
home goods. We have a whole frame section.
There's everything in here, Katina.
Everything. Tchotchkes, a little bit of garden section here.
I would love working here. I could just make things.
It's
like
hard
build out
not to
installation.
go home with stuff. So this is our wearables section. So
This is good. I think this is really good.
that's a good color.
This is good for the mask.
It's a perfect color. And look at the bottom.
Little sequin energy.
Yeah, I love it. That's a good one. But the beauty of it is that you really have to kind of search and discover. So, you know, we're not just going to tell you this is what you're looking for. You got to find it. And that's the fun part.
So if you find something that wouldn't be of use, would you just like kind of take the stuff or the hardware from it? Like if you found
Sometimes we take things apart. For instance, a lot of times we'll get board games that aren't complete, but if we take all of the little pieces apart and sell, people love that.
Oh, yeah.
Even with baby dolls, sometimes if you take the arms and legs and heads off, people love to buy those things. And certainly for, you know, any kind of maker, artisan, artist, you should be able to find it.
No, truly.
Yeah. Maybe we should take a little detour past miniatures.
I have this little stuffed mouse. I haven't named it yet. But there's like a tiny kitchen. So I'm making basically a tiny version of my kitchen in my kitchen with a stuffed mouse. And I want little things for her kitchen.
Oh, I love that. And there's some stuff like there's these little bitty things like.
What if my mouse had a hat?
Your mouse should have
Oh
a
my
hat.
gosh. Does my mouse need a corn on the cob?
Yeah.
I've been calling her Minnie, but I don't think her name should be Minnie. That's
Because that's Minnie Mouse. Yeah.
but I think
Like
she needs a
Mildred or
basket.
something. You can do whatever.
Mildred.
Yeah.
Millie.
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 That's perfect. Millie in the kitchen.
Millie in the kitchen. Man, I can't wait to like find her some other things that are kind of like mine. Like she needs wooden spoons.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? You just ask for that stuff because that sort of happens here. It's like you just say, "I'm looking for wooden spoons." Like next time you come, you'll find it.
You've got the old kind of photo album.
Yeah.
Wait, there's pictures in them.
Are there?
Yeah.
Oh no, somebody. I love that. I wonder where this is.
It feels very European.
Yeah, it looks very European. Look at these churches, very Gothic. There's no people in here.
There's no people.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wait, there's somebody there. She's all tuckered out.
After seeing all these dang churches.
What happens when you...
So are you going to leave
never
him with
know.
the photos in?
Yeah, of course. Somebody might really want this.
Man.
Wait, is that a monkey and an organ grinder?
It very much is.
Yep.
I think we're in Germany.
Then we're in Germany.
Let me put this man's German vacation
I
back.
can't believe you picked the one that had photos in
I've been
it.
having really interesting work today. This is going to be a good mask. I feel it.
Now there's ephemera. I don't know if that's something you're interested in. So these are ephemera packets, and so they're just a lot of different bits that you can make. Sometimes you can make these things called junk journals, which are kind of fun, where you take like an old book and you just kind of redecorate it and make it kind of interesting.
Like collage.
Yeah, so like a collage, exactly. And so these just have all kinds of bits and pieces in them. You never know what you'll find in them, which is pretty awesome.
I've never heard of a junk journal before. That's really neat.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool. A woman straight up pouring some beans.
I actually saw somebody make a really amazing curtain, putting these together with O-rings like that, and then up against a window.
Whoa.
Really great.
That's really, really neat. And some of them have dates, which is cool.
Yeah, it is
July.
1970.
Whoa.
Ooh.
So I just want to thank you so much today. It was really good to get to know your place in the community, what you do, which is so much, and I'm happy to get to share that here. So thank you so much for having me.
Hey, it has been so fun, and you have to come back and visit us.
I will. Very soon, from my girl Millie.
Right.
Thanks so much for coming out and hanging out with me today and going to some of my favorite places in Winston and Greensboro. We did some really cool things. We got some stuff for food styling. We named my mouse Millie. We got some stuff for my mask. We had a good day, y'all. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to HGTV Handmade for more videos like this. See you soon. Strike a pose.
I am the lady that milks the cow. And that's all you need to know.